Live, baby.
It's the preheat of already cooking, baby. Y'all know how this thing goes. DC for life, live and low. Can't wait for this party to kick off. We're gonna have Drew Pearson in the house. Isaiah stand back, and as well as Jay. Let's get it, baby. Come on. I can't wait.
Yeah. Lately I just wanna run it up. Can we check or something? I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check or something. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Let's go, Cowboy
Let's
Nation.
go.
Let's get it.
Sitting here.
We have the beautiful ladies. We have the beautiful ladies here. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is what Cowboys Experience is all about. Showing love. DC for life, not for short. We're going to go into this thing undefeated. You know how this is. I really feel that this defense is brand new with fire, flames, and everything. What you got, boss?
Shout out to the Texas Live ladies. Shout out to the Texas Live ladies. So obviously people want to hear about Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
We sitting here at the arena.
Let's get it.
We need your button.
Bruh.
We need your where's Sparta?
This is Sparta.
Yeah, because we are at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
So first of all, what's your thoughts on us getting ready to play Tampa? You know, we've been waiting a long time. Let's kind of get into the nitty-gritty.
This is revenge. We seen last year Dak Prescott versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He had to go on the road. He didn't practice all or play all in the practice or what have you in the preseason. So he came out and said, hey, I'm going to be ready. And he threw for 400 yards, over 3 touchdowns, I believe. And we didn't come out with the win. So I think that Dak Prescott now want to come with the win.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of Dak, you know, because we're talking about some of the keys to victory, one of the things that I think is going to be a key law is I think it's going to be Dak legs.
Yeah.
Especially with it being questions on the receiving core.
Right.
I think he needs to be greedy for the chains this game. What's your thoughts on that?
Most certainly. Not just Dak legs. I think that they need to get back to running with Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Bouncing to the outside last year, they was averaging right around, let's say, 4.5, close to 5 yards per toe. They just got to get back to it. Stay focused, realign your mindset, get to the running the ball. That will open up the play action, and that's where Dak Prescott can eat with CeeDee Lamb and, of course, Dalton Schultz, who is his #1 target.
Let me ask you a question, though.
Talk to me, man.
Because, you know, is it that easy just to run the ball? Right? Because they got a big old sandwich in the middle named Vita Vea.
That's a big boy. And when you big like Vita Vea, you know, when you big like Vita Vea, they can stop the run. It's crazy. But what they must do, Cowboy Nation, is understand that you at least got to attempt to stretch them. I know that you got to worry about David. You got to worry about White, those linebackers on the outside, because they had, 11 11 tackles. One had 11, the other one had 10. But what I'm saying is that you got to stretch it. You got to make sure that those boys be the guys. Because if not, then you will play into their hand. I want to run those boys. It's the battle of the fitness right now. And I think that the Cowboys should be that team that's more physique and fitness, more physique with finesse to get those boys on the outside.
Hey, we got us a special surprise. We
Yeah.
got nobody but Mr. J Tuck himself. So this was a surprise that we did not expect
Yeah.
at all. So we getting ready to add J Tuck to this content.
What's going on? What's going on, Cowboys
Yeah.
Nation?
All right, man.
Yeah.
So Mr. J Tuck is in the building, and obviously the subject of the matter is beating Tampa. But shout out first of all to Cowboys Experience. We first want to give a shout out to Cowboys Experience. Beautiful view.
Yeah.
My brother,
Yeah.
getting ready to do some work with him. So, man, what's your thoughts? Because I was talking about some of the keys. What are some of your keys in terms of beating Tampa?
I think the main key that everyone's going to focus on is the offensive line play. We know there hasn't been a lot of continuity thus far. You know, you got Tyler Smith kind of coming out there at left tackle. Connor McGovern's kind of unimproving. But if the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, y'all, is able to protect Dak Prescott, he can carve up this Tampa Bay secondary. So it starts with the offensive line. Defensively, it starts in the trenches, right? So I feel
Right.
like this is going to be a real grimy battle where the game is going to be run defensively and offensively in the trenches. But I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to come out victorious on Sunday night, which I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, battle of the trenches. Hey, who do you feel is your X factor in this game?
Yeah, my X factor, and I've been saying it, man, is Tyler Smith. You know, the first round draft pick. I put all my chips in on Tyler Smith, yo. You know, I gambled, you know, but I feel like Tyler Smith, though he hasn't got the preparation that we would like for him to see at the left tackle position, I feel like he's going to be solid. Now, it's going to be up for Kellen Moore to be smart. You know, you can't drop back and toss the ball around 50 times. You got to put him in situations where he can do what he does best, come forward. I heard y'all just talking about the run game,
Right.
get the run game involved. But my X factor for tomorrow night is going to be Tyler Smith. I think he's going to play decent, and Cowboys Nation going to get a sigh of relief when it comes to left tackle
Tyler
position when
Smith,
it comes to the
man.
season. Yeah, we all in on Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith, man. So getting back to run, I know I was all over the place talking about, hey, they should do this and do that. But the reality of it is that there's not an offensive lineman in the world that don't like rush blocking or run
Right.
blocking. So you make it comfortable for the rookie. You maybe have to put Jake Ferguson on that side. They said that they really like his skill set. Dak Prescott and the offensive coordinator and beyond, even Mike McCarthy talk glowingly of Jake Ferguson. And maybe, just maybe, you will still have Dalton Schultz out there that can vertically stretch it. And I'm not saying that he got the skill set to do such.
Right.
But keep in mind, Cowboy Nation, when Dak Prescott was throwing the ball to Dalton Schultz, his passer rating was 122 QB passer rating. So I look at those type of things, make it comfortable, make it a situation whereas you get CeeDee Lamb back into the mix, get him comfortable, but you got to start with running the ball and getting that offensive line with continuity, and that's the best thing that can happen for the young guy at the left tackle.
I got something different, dog.
Talk to me, man.
What you got?
But
What
it
you
is
got?
in the
What you got?
trenches.
Right.
I think my key is going to be Gallimore and
Right.
Quentin Bohanna because they are going against, to me, mismatches. They have Luke, which is a rookie left guard, and they have a sophomore in Robert at center.
Right.
So I think that's going to be the key to kick off everything, just in my opinion, in terms of the pivotal key is going to be obviously the run stoppage.
Right.
Because everybody also talking about Tom Brady, right? So we keep hearing about Tom Brady and how to stop Tom Brady. And I want to definitely talk about that. But when we talking about Tom Brady, it's one thing to me is he's going to get the ball out. So we have to first make long, second and long, and third and long to make it harder for him to get the ball out. And I think we got a challenge with the secondary. So
Right.
my number one key is Quentin, and then obviously, Neville. Then second is going to be Diggs and Anthony Brown. I want to get y'all thoughts on that in terms of like the pivotal keys to really making it hard on Brady.
Yeah, I think last year when we go back to week 1, right, they gave a lot of cushion in the secondary.
Yeah.
So it's going to be most important. Like, now we know who Diggs is, right? We know who Anthony Brown is. Now, Jordan Lewis is kind of limited, but we do got some other guys in Bland and Kelvin Joseph and, possibly Nashawn Wright. You got to play physical at the line of scrimmage because, as you mentioned, that's what Tom Brady is known for.
Yeah.
2.2 seconds of getting that ball out quick. Now, if you can get him to hold that ball and you can send them Lions after him, he'll fold a little bit, right? So you got to get pressure on him, but you can't allow them to get a lot of cushion when it comes to Mike Evans. It's kind of a question mark when it comes to Chris Godwin, but they have Julio Jones. But I want to get up in their grill tomorrow as far as the secondary is concerned.
No doubt. So people said my volume was low. Can you hear me now? I switched out the mics. Let me know if you guys can hear me. All right, so with that being said, you can't give Tom Brady the same look twice.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
You got to make sure you mix it up. And on top of that, he's seen everything that you probably forgot, right? Or that you think that you know. So with that being said, Tom Brady, you got to make sure that even when you're winning, you're not winning.
Right.
Because he got that resilient, 28-3 type of mindset when the Atlanta Falcons versus the Patriots Super Bowl or what have you. Right. So the Cowboys can't get comfortable. They must continue to show Tom Brady different looks, blitz Michael Parsons through the A or the B gap, and make sure you deliver the pressure to Tom Brady.
And that's what I said. Last year, Michael Parsons, y'all, he was a Cub that first game, right? It was his very first game. He was kind of out there in space a little bit. The Cowboys and Dan Quinn didn't know how to utilize Michael Parsons. This year, he a grown lion. So we're going to unleash him, send him in different looks, send him off the edge, because he also mentioned about the injuries on the offensive line. Tristan Wirfs been battling an ankle injury as well throughout camp. So if I'm Dan Quinn, I'm sending everything I got at Tom Brady. But like you said, Law, disguise them looks.
Yeah, because, that's the thing. It's a couple of different philosophies on how to stop Tom Brady. Obviously, it's what you're talking about, where you really want to be aggressive. You want to go after Tom Brady. You want to really press his receivers. You want to make him have short and little windows.
Right.
But then there's another philosophy, Law, where some people believe you rush 4. We have the talent to rush 4, and you drop 7, where you can be aggressive in what's called two-man coverage, and that's where the secondary players, the cornerbacks, can be super physical.
Right.
And they're going to have 2 safeties over top.
Right.
It's a couple of different formulas to try to attack Brady. What would be maybe y'all ideal way that y'all would want to see tomorrow?
A little bit of both, but you're seeing that trend, boss, because you go back to what the Rams and the Bills game, right? The Bills was just rushing 4, and the thing that kind of broke our offense last year was the 4 rush. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're seeing the trend defensively starting to utilize that a lot more, but you got to get Tom Brady, bro. Like you said, it's a mental chess game that Dan Quinn and Tom Brady going to be battling tomorrow.
Yeah, you know why that's prevalent? It's prevalent because of the fact that most teams are stubborn.
Right.
They want to throw the ball. Nobody want to get it out of the mud like they supposed to.
Right.
And when you think about these type of things, go back to the Kansas City Chiefs game, right? What gave him fits? Kansas City Chiefs versus Cincinnati in the playoffs. They switched it up. They said, you know what? I know Pat Mahomes got one of the better arms in the National Football League. Right. And what they did is they dropped those 7 DBs, and it was difficult for them. And then just like you alluded to as well, against the other night, the Bills dropped everybody and said, okay, beat us underneath. We'll give the L.A. Rams the underneath. And that's been the plan for the Dallas Cowboys, too.
Right.
Ever since the Denver game, they dropped 6 or 7 DBs, and they said, okay, we will give you the underneath. We will allow Dalton Schultz to catch the ball. And this is the thing. You can't do that to Tom Brady because he's so crafty. He got that James White type of guy, which is Giovanni Bernard, who can catch those underneath routes and kill you. So what you got to do is still mix in this, mix in that, and you also got to make sure when they try to attempt to run, stop the run, because Byron Leftwich, he's getting happy. He's pass happy as well.
Right, he pass happy. They super pass happy.
All right, I want to play something for you guys, man, and just kind of mix it up just a little bit, because I got some audio here that I want to play. Ask them to test your mic, because I turned your mic up.
Mic check. Are we good, baby?
So I want to play Jerry real quick, and then let's get your thoughts on this.
Well, Jerry, Tom Brady has the most. And every year on Sports Talk Radio, he makes us look bad because somebody always says, hey, I think he's done. I think this is going to be the year we see bad Tom Brady because As my buddy AJ Hinch, we played in the major leagues together. He says it ends pretty much badly for all of us in professional sports. It doesn't usually end with us being great. It ends with us going, hey, you're just not good enough anymore. Is this the year that Tom Brady's just not good enough anymore?
Well, I'm going to say I hope so.
Me too. Me too.
And with all due respect, and I'm excited about our opportunity to play against the Bucs and him here Sunday night. But no, we want to do something about that. By the way.
Sorry.
A variety of receivers and a variety of ways that he wins ball games over the years, and so all of those things you've got to admire. There's a lot of me, and of course you get in trouble every time you ever make a comparison.
Listen,
and I know that before I say this, but there's a lot of me that sees the excellence that Tom Brady is about, how hard and how much he focuses on the nuances of the game. I see those characteristics in Dak, and I see the improvement. And so we've just want to be a part of the story of Dak Prescott as he evolves. And if he could get to that success level, then that word elite is going to start showing up.
That word elite.
Yep, elite.
So what's y'all thoughts on that? Because Jerry obviously, stepped out there. And I know there's a section of our fans that don't want to hear that.
They left the chat. They out.
They done left the chat. Tom Brady, go, Dak. But, hey, he made some good points, man.
He did.
Go
he
ahead.
Did. I love Dak. And a lot of people say, well, Law, you're a Dak Prescott apologist. But Dak Prescott is not elite. I got Dak Prescott. Good. He's a great quarterback. Let me give y'all the levels. There's a below average quarterback, average, just above average, great, then elite. That's my criteria. He's a great quarterback right now. Until he get into that elite status, that's a whole nother conversation. But I think that Dak Prescott is a great quarterback. Are you guys bumping the gums and saying that he's elite right now?
Yeah, I'm saying he's elite.
I'm
He's
saying
elite,
absolutely he's elite.
Yeah.
Both of y'all saying he's elite, but hey,
And I'm saying he's elite.
put that butter knife down. Don't be,
Hey.
don't be shaking me with
And
the
I'm
butter
saying
knife.
elite. I
He's
can't
a
wait to
great-
know why you
saying
said
elite.
elite. Then I'm going to tell you why I
great
said it.
quarterback, not elite yet.
Yeah, I was saying elite because we've seen what the comparisons with Tom Brady. Now, we are not saying that Dak Prescott is Tom Brady in any stretch of the imagination, but he has those characteristics of wanting to be a strong competitor and is a leader. But not only have you heard Dak, y'all, compared to Tom Brady, you heard him compared to Peyton Manning about his mental aspect at the line of scrimmage.
Right.
So when it comes to Dak Prescott, he does a lot of things great. So, that's what the focus point is. The one thing that Dak is really missing out on is just the resume to really amount to that. And I feel like this season is really going to be the first season where people are going to see the value of Dak Prescott. But a lot of people are going through it. Pat Mahomes is getting question marks.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is getting question marks, right? Can they uplift the wide receiver core?
Right.
When it comes to Dak Prescott, I feel like this is going to be the time where everyone has questions about the offensive line. Everyone has questions about the wide receiver core. And once he starts to rally, it's going to prove the real value of Dak Prescott. So I feel like, he's been elite.
Okay, so
And
you,
the lead
he's
is
been
a-
in the elite status. Okay.
And elite is a very, very hard thing to say because what is elite? So it depends on how you define elite. So I'm not going to say you wrong. I'm not going to say I'm wrong.
Right,
it depends
right,
on how
right,
you define
right,
elite.
right.
I define elite as somebody that, especially that's able to take the mantle of the Dallas Cowboys and the pressure that comes with being
Right.
here with this,
Right.
the pressures of Dallas,
Right.
as well as how many people that are enumerated and paid because of Dak's play. Like, people always make this critique, Law. They say he
Right.
can't raise people around him.
Right.
Well, why did Bryce Butler think he was a number one?
Right.
Why did Cole Beasley get paid? Why did
Right.
Amari get paid?
Yeah, he
Why
got
did
paid.
Cobb get paid?
Cobb get
paid,
So
yeah.
it's so many people that got paid because of Dak Prescott, but yet he's not elite. So this is what I consider elite. The fact
you
that
see?
he's been top 2, top 3 in deep ball accuracy since he's been in the league is
Right.
elite.
Right, right.
Number 2, he's been top 5 pretty much in all categories since he's been in the league.
Right.
Day 1. And he's doing it in a very, very hard environment. Like, it's very hard to be the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. It's a lot of noise. It's a lot of distractions. It's a lot of mixing up with coaches. It's a lot of getting in the way of the coaches.
Right.
When you can be top 5 here, you will be top 3, top 2 somewhere else.
So
now picture this, y'all.
I understand that.
We drafted Justin Herbert, right?
Yeah.
And we ain't made the playoff in 2 years since we drafted him. What would be the question
Now,
and concern going around Justin Herbert?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing with Justin Herbert. He's above average quarterback. I don't think that
But
he's
everybody
great
got
or
him at the
elite
league.
because he's only did it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Right. So I even got the criteria for Dak Prescott, and I just judge quarterbacks differently. I can tell you that Dak Prescott got a moment and a chance now to enter in to that elite status. Because everything, all of the excuses is on the books right now. He got everything that's on the table with, hey, if this team prevails, it will be because of Dak Prescott. Right or wrong?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he's the main focal point. Right.
Yeah, and the running game. I
And
think.
the running game.
And see, I wanted to throw this at y'all real quick. I know this is a switch up real quick. At the same time, I've been thinking about Murray. I think Zeke and Murray are in the exact same situation from 2016. Remember Murray DeMarco Murray was playing for money.
Right.
And what did they do right before it was time to pay him? They put a bunch of load on him.
Right, yeah. They got all the usage.
They got all the usage. To me, this is the way they need to use Zeke this year to also take pressure off Dak, because a lot of people try to say Dak needs perfection. I don't think Dak needs perfection. I think a good running game helps all quarterbacks, because matter of fact, the best Romo statistical year was off the back of Murray in 2014.
But no one brings that up.
Nobody brings that up.
We do.
Right. because let's be honest, y'all. If Zeke gets to moving back to what he was his rookie year in 2016, everyone will say, see, Zeke carried the team.
Yeah, of course.
Dak's not going to get none of the credit, but it takes both. It takes balance. And you mentioned contract year. I mean, not contract year for Zeke.
Kinda.
But Tony Pollard's in the contract year. So, run the wheels, the wheels fall off, man. Be more balanced. And I feel like Kellen Moore's going to do it this year.
You think so?
I
hope so.
I mean, I just can't
It's pressure
see
to do it, though.
You have to.
Everybody
We
been
watching.
saying it. Jerry been saying it. Steven been saying it. But how much empowerment did they give Kellen Moore just to stay Kellen Moore pass happy?
I feel like Kellen Moore, from the standpoint of you went out and pursued other opportunities and they sent you back.
Yeah.
Right? So he has to have a chip on his shoulder too to prove, okay, I don't need all this talent. I can be creative. I can be an offensive coordinator. I can be a leader of men at the NFL level. So I feel like from Kellen Moore's standpoint, he got something to prove too. So we'll see.
You can't escape growing pains. And that's what Kellen Moore went through last year.
Right.
And getting back to what you said about Tony Romo in 2014, he only threw the ball for 300 yards one time in that entire year. The offensive player of the year was DeMarco Murray, by the way.
Right.
And everybody kind of elevated the quarterback and forgot about DeMarco Murray.
Facts.
So with that being said, I don't mind offensive player of the year being Ezekiel.
Right.
I don't mind offensive player of the year being,
that's well said.
Tony Pollard. I just need for us to just get back to football and playing a collective game.
Right.
A collective as it relates to complementary. That's what I would say. Complementary football. Run the ball to make sure that we stay on the field. Not saying that we need to play keep away, because I believe that this football team on the defensive side will do the takeaway.
Right.
They will take away the ball.
Right.
So if you add in one of the bigger flaws that we had in 2014, one of the bigger flaws that we had in 2016 and 18, we couldn't take the ball away.
Right.
So now this team can take the ball away, and especially with the knowledge and understanding of what Dan Quinn brings to the table, I love it.
Right. I agree.
Shout out real quick to Cowboys Experience.
Yeah, great experience.
Definitely great experience, great view. This is definitely how we do it in Texas, man. We sitting here with the Coliseum behind us. That's where the guys are going to be battling.
Yeah.
We're excited. Just give a couple of words, I guess, on especially Jay Tuck with the surprise, man. This is a real good surprise. We tried to do
get in this seat.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll run it. We'll run it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got plenty to talk about too.
Yeah.
But just what's your thoughts on Cowboys Experience and what you're seeing out here, man?
It's an
at Texas
amazing
Live?
experience. I followed it on Instagram. I've seen you guys doing it before. I just never had the opportunity to kind of come because of scheduling. And, you know, I was just bringing my moms out here to have a good time because she's a huge Drew Pearson fan. We got Jay Novacek in the building. So I was like, yeah, let's get out and do some Cowboy stuff. And I just ran into my guys, man. But it's lovely out here. It's well organized. If you are in town for anything Cowboys related, you should come over to the Cowboys Experience. They got another event going on at the Toyota Center. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun time, fun experience. Tons of Cowboys fans. There's music, there's games. You watch college football, man. This is fun, man. And they got drinks.
Yeah. And it's the other side of Texas Live. Like, so we showing you one side. If I turn the camera around, oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Pools right there. Like, everything's lovely out here. Great event.
Good weather and everything, Cowboy Nation. Come on out to Cowboys Experience at Lowe's. I'm telling you, you will not have a good time. You will have a great time. And speaking of time, everybody, that's my time. I got to go to the Toyota Music Factory. To their event over there, we will have Sam Williams as well as
Jabril Cox,
and J-Ron Curse, man, in the building. So, look, come on out. Let's have a great time tonight or today. And Cowboy Nation, stand tall. Look, we're going to be victorious. Let's not get hung up on status quos. All I wanted to do is win. If you guys feel that Dak Prescott is elite, let him be elite. If you guys feel that he's great, let him be great. But I'm going to tell you, both of those statuses, if this team do what they need to do on defense, we don't need that. We can have a below-average quarterback.
Right.
we seen who won the Super Bowl? Trent
Flacco.
Difford, Flacco.
Yeah.
Old Peyton Manning.
Old Peyton Manning with no arm.
Nick Foles. You know, the list goes on and on. So.
The list goes on and on. Defense win championships, baby.
Right.
That's been my time. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. DC for life. Salute.
All right, we ain't going nowhere quite yet.
Yeah. It's getting warmed up.
Yeah, we. All right, that was the final word with Law Nation, man. We getting ready to see him again, so y'all keep y'all notifications on. Keep your notifications on. Law will be right back. Y'all take it easy, man. But this is Cowboy Experience.